When I go get a coffee at a coffee shop, the biggest controversy I'm used to is, whether there should be 15 or 30 milliliters of steamed milk in my cappuccino. But I don't go to Starbucks, and things clearly are very different at Starbucks. Yesterday, Republican Florida Governor Rick Scott showed up at a Gainesville, Florida Starbucks to get his coffee, and a woman who really doesn't like his politics dressed him down big time. This is Kara Jennings. Take a look, take a listen. It's extraordinary.
In fact, you cut Medicaid, so I couldn't get Obamacare. You're an asshole. You don't care about working people. I'm not talking to you. You don't care about working people. You should be ashamed to show your face around here.
A million jobs.
A million jobs? Great. Who here has a great job? Or is looking forward to finishing school? You really feel like you have a job coming up? You stripped women of access to public health care. Shame on you, Rick Scott. We depend on those services. Rich people like you don't know what to do. When poor people like us need health services, you cut them. Shame on you, Rick Scott. You're an embarrassment to our...
He ended up leaving without his coffee. I don't know if you noticed. He actually ended up signaling the barista, and I think he must have said, forget it, I'm out of here. I also love how you heard at some point Kara Jennings say, I'm not talking to you. That's because one of his staffers tried to stop Kara Jennings from talking, and she just said, I'm not talking to you. This is the best public confrontation of a high-level politician in recent months, probably the best of the year so far for sure.
This is great. I hope he's embarrassed. And I just want the people of Florida to watch this video, because I'm going to guess that a plurality of them have no idea what Rick Scott is even doing in terms of legislation there.
Reminiscent of when Mitt Romney got his ass handed to him by a gay veteran when campaigning in New Hampshire years ago. You remember that clip, Lewis?
Yeah.
That's probably, in the history of the show, the most watched confrontation of a politician. And Kara Jennings has said, I've gotten a tremendous amount of positive comments. And we're actually talking to Kara Jennings about being our correspondent at the Republican National Convention, because I can think of nothing better, Lewis, than having her there heckling a variety of politicians.
I applaud this woman, and the icing on the cake would have been if she called him a coward for running away.
Now, there have been instantly a bunch of critiques of Kara Jennings, people saying this is not a random citizen. She's a former Lake Worth city commissioner. She's a self-described anarchist. She's a known heckler and activist. Who cares?
She is a citizen, by the way. She lives there. She's a citizen.
Yeah, how does that delegitimize her? That she was somehow better prepared to confront him or whatever? It's the most flaccid critique of her. Oh, she's not really a totally random person. She's a politically engaged person who happened to be at the Starbucks. Oh,
maybe your opinion only matters if you're clueless about politics.
Yeah, it's absolutely bizarre, but great job there by Kara Jennings.
Gamefly is sort of like Netflix for video games. They have over 8,000 new and classic games for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, Wii, and a bunch of other platforms. And you can play as many games as you want for one monthly fee. And if you find some games you want to keep, you can buy them for a low used price. There's never any due dates or late fees. And our audience can get a free 30-day trial at gameflyoffer.com/TDPS. The games are shipped directly to you with return envelopes included. There's no contracts, and you can rent games through the mobile app. Get the free 30-day trial for the David Pakman Show audience and support our show by going to gameflyoffer.com/TDPS.